All right, game 2. Better put my leg down before I open up the camera.
5 seconds remaining.
Sit on the chair like a normal person.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. There we go. We're back. I actually made a another drafting scene where it's just me in the middle.
Yeah.
But for the
Yeah,
solo,
for the
yeah.
Unfortunate solo cast.
But also because if I'm with someone who doesn't have a camera, I don't want just
yeah,
a blank
true.
box next to them. It's a bit weird. So,
yeah.
Why not, Karen? That's the most comfortable way to sit, is it not? It's gamer pose, real gamer pose.
Yeah, I see it. If you're casting anyway.
Yeah. Because you can rest your your arm, your elbow on your knee. It just makes sense. Anyway, game 2. This is actual captain's mode, so normal bans, normal picks, etc. So now you can ban their signature heroes. That's exactly what's happening. You banned Wobbler's Tusk, you banned Nat's Rubik. I'm guessing Wind Ranger's coming out next. I would be surprised if it was anything else.
Yep, expecting it. Yeah. I mean, all the meta
Nyx
heroes
Assassin.
going through though. It always changes. Like 1 week it will be meta heroes get banned. Next week it will be target heroes get banned, and then the other ones will get picked, and people will be like, "Oh, I didn't like that."
Well, it was Wind Ranger who gets
Then
banned this
undo it.
time.
Yeah.
So.
You can see why, because last game they got wrecked by Wind Ranger, so they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
would Nat play
don't
Wind
do that
Ranger
again.
twice in a row?
But he's not the kind of guy to be fair.
The thing is, Wind Ranger is a really fun hero because the hero has absolutely everything. Nice attack animation, long range, high damage, high mobility, crowd control, can carry, can assassinate, can gank, can farm. Like, it's not the best at anything, but it's so good at everything. I can see why Wind Ranger is fun to play. Shadow Shaman makes sense. It's a very meta hero right now in POS 4 and POS 5, so it can go either of them. The Shard is incredible. Ether Lens is really good, has a cast range talent. There's loads of cast range neutral items in the game now. Which neutral items give cast range? You've got Psychic Headband, Telescope, Keen Optic, and Seer's Stone. So you've got a lot of choice for cast range.
5 seconds remaining.
A Seer's Stone, obviously late game, but Seer's Stone Shadow Shaman would be pretty good.
It would be pretty good.
Shackle from about 2,000 range.
I'm not sure he needs it at this point in the game. He's very, very long cast range already.
I feel like there's been cast range creep because when Dota came out, there was no such thing as cast range. Then they put it in everyone's talents. When they put talents in the game, pretty much everyone got a cast range talent. Every spellcaster anyway. Every support. And then they put it into items. Then they put it into neutral items. Then they put it into an aura item called Telescope. And so like it just kept getting more and more.
Kept getting more and more.
Yeah. And then the spells that used to be bad because they had a short cast range, now being cast from 4 times
really
their normal
far,
distance.
Really
think,
surprising.
And then all the shards then have extra cast range.
We're a bit just like old people, just like, this isn't normal.
How many shards got cast range on them? Like Shadow Shaman's does 150, Lena's one is 150.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure
Voids has cast range on it. Faceless Void.
Okay, Void Spirit has an extra Dissimulate ring, which is kind of like cast range. Quite a lot of them got extra cast range with it. I can't remember the rest of them. Nyx Assassin makes sense. It's not Brex. Both of Brex's heroes have been picked, OD and Nyx. This time at least Nyx doesn't have to...
Ryan wants to play some OD, or Wobber wants to play some OD.
It doesn't counter it though. Usually Nyx counters OD, but they got both of them. But then Tide and Shadow Shaman, that gives you great push, a great team fight already. You know, just Tide ult and drop the Shadow Shaman wards on someone's head and you're already good to go.
5 seconds remaining.
You know OD Shard? That's pretty rubbish.
That is really, really, really rubbish.
I like the idea of it. Desperately turn mana into health and you can get the mana back, but it's really bad. Don't you have to stand there and channel and then it only does a bit?
It's a 1.5 second channel.
Are there any heroes in this game with a mana tap ability where they turn health into mana? I can only think of Soul Ring, but there isn't. But like in every other game, there's always a hero who can like either cast spells with health, like blood magic, or like a warlock.
Phoenix casts with
both
health.
Though, both.
But, yeah.
Icarus Dive is just health.
Icarus Dive is just health.
I would like to see a hero who uses a lot of mana, but then can turn his health into mana with like an ability, like consume mana, you know, like life tap
like an off-lane, tanky off-laner or something.
Yeah, so you have to buy like Vanguard and Pipe.
Yeah,
you have to stack up those region items, but then you can always get mana just by building health items. That would be quite cool.
Almost like Morphling adds you to strength, health to mana.
Yeah. I think that'd be quite interesting because every single game seems to have it. Even Skyrim has it as a spell in the game. Like it's such it's a concept which has always been there, but yeah, Phoenix gets kind of shortchanged by having to spend mana and health at the same time. But I guess Tranquil Boots is such a strong item that he kind of is okay.
You don't really feel the impact of the health costs. I feel like when
It's because you're doing so much damage in the laning stage, you don't really care, and it's always current health, so it never kills you.
Yeah, that's true.
If it was 20% max health, you'd really feel it when you were on like 30% health and you nearly died. So, banning out cores, the bans are very quick. We've used 20 seconds of reserve time. We're nearly through all of the bans. You've gone for Monkey King, Ursa, and Drow. Do you know what all 3 of those bans are for? To protect Tidehunter.
Yeah.
Because they want him to have a good lane. Anti-Mage is good against OD, makes sense. Oracle because it's bait mail and also can save people against Nyx to some extent. Phantom Assassin, just annoying to deal with.
10 seconds remaining.
Phantom Lancer.
Phantom Lancer, sorry. Oh, there's 2 Phantoms and there's
too
2
many,
Assassins.
Too many.
But they kind of don't match up, do they? Yeah.
Nope.
Phantom Assassin's got both the words in.
Yeah, this next pick will really determine where they're going to take this draft.
Mm.
Because, you know, it's just pretty standard OD Nyx. I think it's...
Their pos... The OD Nyx is...
I think it's an off lane.
Interesting. It could be pos 3 OD. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's a hero we've not seen
Old
quite often, and I really like Disruptor. I hate playing it. Absolutely hate playing it.
Yeah.
But I like having it in the game. Juggernaut, very good against Disruptor. You can just Blade Fury straight through Kinetic Field, straight through Static Storm if you've not been caught in it, straight through Glimpse.
Yeah.
You can dispel the Thunderstrike with it.
I think the Disruptor's good against Shaman and Tide, though, because obviously Tide can't dispel his ult. It's just sat on you, silencing you. And the same with Shaman. It's this AoE silence you can just kind of throw on him, and then he can't shackle.
Yeah,
can't
instant
head.
cast. Just create a storm. Good against
Stop.
Jug if you can catch Jug in it
If you
already.
can catch
but
it, yeah.
it's quite hard because you want to generally set up the kinetic field at the same time. You're going to have to go Static Storm kinetic field and hope he's still trapped inside it.
Yeah. I think you just let someone else deal with the Jug. Just let the next combo the Jug and just hope that's enough. And you just focus on the rest of the team.
OD is okay against the Jug, though, to be honest, because in the lane, yes, your Astral Imprisonment only lasts 1.5 seconds at level 1, but it levels up pretty quick. And if he Omnislashes someone, you can just imprison them, and then the Omnislash is wasted. So I think it's pretty good. If he Omnislashes enough heroes, obviously there'll be a problem. But if he's going for a solo kill on, let's say, your POS 1, which you're going to pick next, now, knowing that Jug's in the game does give you the option to pick a core which is good against Jug. Jug does very, very high damage, and the targets who can't dodge it or can't tank it, so like Phantom Lancer would have been really good against Jug, for example.
But they banned it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Chaos Knight's pretty good against Jug. PA can blur it, so that immediately cancels it. So if you hold blur,
blink out.
Yeah, if you hold blur, you're fine. Yeah.
Oh wow, there we go.
Also the crit, you just dodge it. Juggernaut has to buy an MKB. When does he want to build an MKB? Straight away. Mask of Madness MKB, old school build. You might have to against PA, or you really won't kill her.
Yep.
But then the Radiant already have a great team fight. If you go
Shaman.
Ravage straight into Omnislash, and then you've got Shadow Shaman following up with a Hex or something, then you can kill anyone instantly. And yeah, Shadow Shaman Juggernaut, it's a famous lane. Shackles into Blade Fury. So
if they send the Shaman 5, they could still pick a 5 and send the Shaman 4.
Grimstroke, Lich. Lich is pretty good against Phantom Assassin because even though she crits 8 million damage in the late game,
60% reduced.
Exactly. Like 60% is a lot. It's a lot of damage reduction. You've also got Sinister Gaze, which is a bit of lockdown. It's quite nice. The Sinister Gaze, quite notably, I always remember Ryan pointed this out. It's a way to stun Nyx Assassin during his Spike Carapace, and because he doesn't do any damage, you can control him out of the Carapace. They go for Phoenix, talking about Phoenix and a hero who uses health to cast spells. That's an interesting one. I guess the dire team...
great unless the PA blinks on it and has a lot of attack speed.
You can't blink on the egg, though. You can blink...
Well, yeah, but you'd have to blink next to it, you know.
You can blink...
10 seconds remaining.
Do you just get the attack speed in general? It doesn't matter who you're hitting.
I think so. I think so. I think it used to be that you had to hit the target.
Yeah,
I think that was the old school way it worked.
Okay,
I think now it works on anything.
Okay, cool.
As long as the unit is an enemy unit, you get attack speed for a couple seconds. But even then, it's still a dubious way of killing an egg.
It's not great, right? Phantom Assassin is not an attack speed hero. Phantom Assassin is, I have some free attack speed, but I'm trying to crit you as hard as possible, really. So I'm going to go Battle Fury, Deso, BKB. Yeah. You don't build like Butterfly on her because she's already got evasion. You don't build Manta style. You don't Can you build Sanjin Yasha? You probably can in this meta. You tend to go Satanic if you need it. You just don't have attack speed items, whereas Jug will get attack speed items. He'll get MKB, maybe Manta or Sanjin Yasha. Mjolnir he can do. So he's got more attack speed options there.
Yeah.
Shadow
Actually,
Queen's
Sanjin Yasha this game. It's pretty decent.
It's a very good game, yeah. Good against Shaman, good against Tidehunter. Yep. Good against the egg that could stun you if it goes off. Yeah, Sanjin Yasha is just so good because it's the only source of 25% status resistance.
And it's good, and it's just kind of blanket good stats for most carries. So.
Well, it's been like that for ages, but it used to still be crap. Do you remember when Sanjin Yasha used to be your attacks have a chance to slow? That was Sanj's effect.
The MAME, yeah.
Then they changed Sanj into lifesteal amplification.
Yeah.
And they gave it status resistance. That's what's pushed Sanjin Yasha over the top. So
yeah,
they made Sanj way better an item, basically, rather than a chance to slow. No one cared about that, really. Yeah. If you wanted to slow, you went Skadi.
Yeah. It's going to get enough, for sure.
I just want some status resistance moved off at 20% instead of 25, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Heaven's Halberd only has 16% now.
Wow.
It used to have, I think, the same, 25%.
Yeah.
But now it gets the short end of the stick when it comes to all stats because cores were buying Heaven's Halberd, and now Heaven's Halberd's more of a counter item than a core item, which I think is how it should have been.
Yeah, it should be that way.
But yeah, I think Heaven's Halberd. I don't mind Heaven's Halberd being, should I say, over nerfed because it's still a great item and it still counters heroes massively. Like a 5-second disarm on a Wind Ranger that she can't BKB off is pretty good.
Ready? Dire are a little squishy, I think. They will burn quite a lot in an egg if they can't kill it. So they need a way to deal with the egg and also maybe tank it. I don't know.
What mid hero kills the egg quickly?
That's why
Huskar.
Really good.
You don't pick Huskar into Juggernaut and Shadow Shaman, you'll have a horrible time. Huskar is not good against Jug at all. He can spin on you and you can't Burning Spears him, and then he can Omni Slash you and then you can't do anything. So, yeah. Right, 40 seconds left. It's time for the Radiant to really think. They're using their reserve time. They banned Dragon Knight. Interesting. We've had so many Dragon Knights. I blame the anime.
I think it was, yeah. It did come around about then, didn't it?
Yeah, I just... It's because Dragon Knight has been quite a mediocre hero for a very long time, and then Ollie started doing quite well on it, and now everyone's realised, oh yeah, I can play Dragon Knight. Oh yeah, Dragon Knight's alright actually. And then everyone's playing it because it's just the easiest hero ever. Not saying you can't play it really well, but like laning is AFK mode for Dragon Knight. You can't be
for Dire would be really nice actually. Quite reasonable attack speed. You take the talent, you hit the egg, you can blink out of it.
Yeah.
Your damage through Jug Spin.
Now Queen of Pain is the perfect pick. Queen of Pain is so good against Invoker mid. Okay, it's not the hardest counter. I think actually TA would be a better counter, but
you don't want to pick TA into Phoenix Shaman like.
I think you can. I think you can pick TA here. I actually think you could. And I would do it. You can Clinks. Okay. I like TA. I liked Queen of Pain. Clinks is interesting. Very, very, very high attack speed on that hero when you come out of strafe. Come out of strafe. They keep changing where the attack speed comes from. I think it's just strafe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just strafe.
Also good against Invoker. If he cold snaps you and you use strafe, he can't hit you, so he can't do any damage. You can't proc the cold snap.
Not really
you have to go. I think you have to go Wex Invoker. You have to go EMP. There's no way you'll deal with Clinks. Otherwise, you've got to tornado him. You've got to EMP him.
It's not Invoker. It's not his usual build, so we'll see.
Well, if you're an Invoker player, you've definitely had experience playing both. So,
yeah.
Also, you can do Exort Wex, where basically, you know how Wex Invoker was meta for a while, and it was literally max Wex, probably nearly max Quas, and you only take Exort later on. But I played against Invokers who go, I've done this. You have to go Wex in the early game because otherwise the lane is horrible, like against Clinks, like against the Viper. Maybe you end up going 5 points Wex, but only 5. Get the Tornado EMP to a decent rank, and then you just swap into Exort. So by the time you're level 17 or 18, your Exort's already pretty strong.
I like that.
Which is how I play. Or you just commit to the fact that you're going to EMP. Obviously, EMP does nothing to OD, but what is Wobble? It's like a crab. It's horrible.
Oh, I love his Nick set. It's great.
Ridiculous. When was that in the game?
Such a cool crab.
Who put that in the game? And is there some like vampire phantom assassin?
Oh, it's like a fish. It looks like a fish. I've got that PA set as well. It's hilarious.
It's like some...
Look at it. It looks like a fish. It looks like a fish in the face.
Oh, it is. kind of like half vampire, half fish. It's very odd.
Yeah.
Predictions are up. Immediately someone bet 400 points. They knew what they were all about. Let's have a look at getting some cameras up. We're going to start in reverse order. So Owen, you're up first. With his snowball coming down from the sky. I love the sort of like lens flare effect he's got going on as well. Coming off his microphone. I think it's the light in the background.
They all hate the Nick set. They all hate it.
I know, what is that? That's what I said as well.
I love it. I think it's great.
He's got a fan if you have a look at it. It's just a crab. I need to play Crab Rave, but I think my channel will get... Actually, is that music I can use? Crab Rave? Probably not. It's Noise Storm, isn't it? I don't know if that's allowed, but I'd play it. Every time he gets a kill, I'd play it on stream. Nyx is gone. Anyway, back to game. So, Juggernaut Shaman is happening. That is the thing. Standard, pretty good combo.
Just checked the mid ward. He did. Nathan's going to deny it already.
What? He's denying the ward immediately?
Yeah, because Owen went up to the trees and got hit by the tower.
Oh, right. So he was doing the proper... Okay, so Nat's saying,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to lose that anyway. That sucks, but at least it's better than feeding it to the enemy. Okay, smart. Really smart. Yeah. Realizing, oh, well, what can we do? You've got Phoenix playing POS 4 against PA Disruptor. I think PA Disruptor are going to do really well here. A bit of lag here. Is that me lagging, or is that the game?
It's you,
Oh, I didn't drop any frames. That was a very weird lag spike. That was very, very short-lived.
Yeah, I saw it on your stream for a second.
What was that about? Okay. Had 20% packet loss there, feels bad. Okay, good. Wasn't just me. Okay, good.
It was right as the rune spawned. I did think some of them just kind of stood still.
Oh, we all froze. We all froze. Okay, good, good, good. It's not.
Alright, just me then. Just me.
It's not my computer. It's not the stream. It's not my internet. It's just Dota.
Thanks, Dota.
Okay,
They lost a rune for it as well, by those things.
Nat has gone Exalt Invoker. I would be quite hesitant to play Exalt Invoker into a Clinks, to be honest. He's going to outtrade you like mad. If someone bet 10 points, and we've got someone bet 10 points in the art, we've got 900 points on the die, I bet by 2 people. Ooh, Wobble's got his hair up today.
He got a haircut.
Oh, did
His legal right in his country at the moment, which I'm very jealous of.
Legal right. It's ours soon. Isn't it? I thought... I can't remember. When are the haircuts? I don't get a haircut
Like
anymore.
12th of April or something?
Oh, is that when they open everything else? Okay. But those... the Dutchies, they can have a haircut.
They're allowed it. Yeah, they only just opened as well, I think. So.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyway.
Debate are doing a lot of damage with the spin.
See it again and again and again.
Clarity broken. Rex right-clicking Owen like mad. Owen has no more regen, but he does have 5 stick charges. That's the problem when you're playing a hero like Tidehunter. Every time you anchor smash, you give Owen another 15 mana, with which he can charge up for another Thunderstrike. I think that's doing okay. He's got the Forge Spirit out very early. Now, of course, the Forge Spirit does 22 damage, but then look, Ollie can just do this. Nat does get the deny on it, though. Very nice. Only costs 40 mana to strafe, but I guess you have to pay 12 mana for every single auto attack.
Yeah, I think still out of mana.
Is he going to use a fiery attack on that? Yeah, he is. He didn't even need to. Ouch.
A lot of denies on that, though. Pretty even.
Yeah, it's doing well. I mean, Exalt does give you higher base damage, so it always makes sense to play it. You get very little damage from rank 1 Exalt, and the second rank gives you, like, 3 times more damage.
Oh, really smart carapace from Ryan there. Prevented the shackles from holding him so he could get the courier kill.
Very nice. Nixes and courier kills, they love it.
Yep.
I like that Jabatemel went for... Dude, he gets it, don't I? He went for very early boots, like straight away, which you need to catch heroes as fast as OD. Nyx is also a fairly speedy hero. He's a very fast crab. I would just spin on the OD. OD's got no mana. Just run and spin at him. Just get the full spin off. Look, you've got rank 2 spin. That's like half his HP. Just run at him.
I think he wants the shaman to...
Literally just run at him. He can't do anything. You'll get a full spin off. Full spin is how much damage? 550 magic damage. That's a lot of magic damage.
Yeah.
Just spin on him. There you go. Astral use. Now he has absolutely no mana. But never mind, he doesn't want to do that, so we'll go to a different lane. Where stuff is happening. Phantom Assassin being played by a veteran. He's doing okay in last hitting, actually. Top last hits in the game, but so is Tide, 17. They're pretty even.
You can just always throw daggers with PA. It's a great hero to have in a lane that you're maybe traditionally, if you had a melee carry, you'd be like, ouch. But, it's right. She can still get the range creep. She can still do what she needs
Yeah,
to
the thing about PA for... Oh, nice dive from Dodge. The PA for a while, the dagger didn't do any physical damage, as in didn't do any bonus damage. It was just a little bit of pure damage, and it slowed.
Yeah.
When they made it do your auto attack, of course, they improved it a lot. And I think Breck's in a lot of trouble. This may be first blood, and there it is. First blood goes to veteran. Breck's caught in the kinetic field. Owen actually went for kinetic field at level 2 instead of glimpse, and that was the right call, as it turned out. So I like
was
that.
such a boring hero.
And there we go. We've got the spin. Juju keeping himself alive using the Astral. And Kinder nearly gets the kill. One more auto attack and it would have been a kill. Sunstrike. There it is. Nat's going to be happy with the free go. He was paying attention bot lane, or maybe his team called out to him. Interesting skill build from Nat. As in, he's going the meteor. There we go. Meteor. There it is. Meteor on his head. But Ollie just walks forward. So he's fine. He does have strafe. Ollie's baiting. Oh, but he loses. He loses. No, he doesn't. He's actually okay. There's no Sunstrike. Strafe only lasts 3 seconds, and Nat realized, well, with the Alacrity. So Nat's gone for a very aggressive build. When you only take 1 point of quest, it does make the lane harder because you have a lot less health regen to rely on. But then you do get a very, very early meteor. Going for a Sunstrike is not going to land. I think Ollie saw him move his hands up. What you can always do is at least tank a range creep, which takes half the damage off you.
Yep.
I like the way he's playing Invoker. I like that it's very aggressive, but I think he may actually have found probably more... I can't say more success. He's already winning in the last hits by quite a long way, so no, I won't comment on it. He's doing well. Well done.
Yep. I don't know if Ollie's super familiar with Clinks either, so maybe that's helping his...
He's played a fair bit. I mean, Ollie's played everything, because he's played the game like 6,000 times, so...
Ryan's looking for a gank due to his HP, but... coinciding with Nathan deciding...
Wobber, yeah, here he is.
Oh yeah, sorry, I can quite... I've known him a very long time, so I call him his name, Ryan.
Yeah, then I get confused because it sounds like
yeah,
Rhyme.
because then it sounds like Rhyme.
And I'm like...
that's the issue we've come to, yeah. So he's also nicknamed on Steam as Ryan, so
okay.
in-game I see Ryan.
Jackal, but they didn't get the Sunstrike, and Juju actually can just turn around and get a kill on Joe 8mail. This is going to be a kill, pretty much a guaranteed kill. You've got the Wobber using the Impel, doesn't even need it. Juju gets the kill by himself. He's already bought the Meteor Hammer recipe, which is an interesting one to get this early. It doesn't do anything. So why would you get it? Don't you get boots first, or Ring of Health maybe? Nah, Meteor Hammer recipe. Yeah. Getting that paper, reminding myself what I'm gonna get later.
Need to know.
Veteran's come in. He had the blur used. He's got a Ring of Health, so he doesn't mind trading as much as possible. Deutsch, he's being chased away by Owen. Of course,
250 gold as well. That's so weird.
What is?
The recipe.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know why you do it. Wobber trying to block Kinder, but Kinder does manage to find a path through the trees. There's actually a TP in coming in from Brex. Sunstrike, but nice dodge using the Astral Imprisonment to save Wobber. Wobber's actually going to be okay because he's got the Impale. He can use it now. Flayed Fury has been used already. They're both fine. Turns out OD, pretty good hero against Juggernaut.
Yeah, not bad.
2.5 seconds, you can take someone out of Blade Fury, and that's, I think, half the duration. Is Blade Fury 5 or 4? 5 seconds, yeah, so that's half the Blade Fury duration gone.
The CS difference is a little harsher, though.
19 last hits on OD. Okay, against 33 on the Juggernaut. 16 denies on the Juggernaut. And Juju, he actually manages to find a kill. I mean, he might not have CS, but they're getting kills. The Brex came bot lane, ended up dying. And, you know, Deutsch... It's okay for Brex to have left him, because Deutsch is doing absolutely fine. The PA's level 6 is probably one of the worst. I mean, it does basically nothing. 15% chance with a pretty rubbish crit. Bit of a fight going on mid, but it's not going to be enough to kill Nat. Because Nat, he's using Deafening Blast. Rank 1 Deafening Blast is a very short disarm, but it still pushes them back a bit.
Yep.
1.25.
Kinetic field to run out, because that's also only level 1.
He's rushing Midas. I'd like to see him maybe go Orchid this game instead of the Ags build, but he may just go Ags. And actually, the reason why Ags is so good is you've got Tidehunter. Tidehunter Ravages, and you just pop Cataclysm, you win the game. So yeah, I think that's absolutely fine, actually. Never mind, take it back. Go for Aghanims.
We had that combo last time. Oh wait, they're setting up from here, though.
There's a lot of heroes trying to gank Nat here. You've got double damage on Ollie. Now they have enough damage. They brought 3 heroes mid, Owen and Wobber, because they can just leave Dodge to do what he wants. Not Dodge, sorry. They can leave Veteran to do what he wants. And Juju, he seems to be having a fine time against the Juggernaut. So yeah, why not?
I think we had this Ravage combo last time, and it was the game where Dreader Super Noodles couldn't reconnect.
Oh,
we had to
right.
abandon it.
Yeah,
So I'm excited to see it push a bit further into the late game. Oh, and glimpse back to base.
Oh no, Owen is the cheekiest little bastard, isn't he? Waiting, it does a ping. He's actually maxing glimpse first. Now, what I like about Owen is... Oh, never mind. Before I see that, they actually managed to get a kill. So Nat's saying, well, you might have sent me back to base, but I've just killed your core. What are you going to do about it? And I'm going to kill you too, Owen. They missed the Fire Spirit. Second Fire Spirit. Misses. Okay, no, it's fine. What I like about Owen is I feel like he plays POS 5 like a POS 5. While we're getting a kill in the bot lane. He realizes that, oh, you need to max glimpse, right? Rank 1 Thunderstrike for lane win, but then I need to get glimpse. It's the most useful spell. I'm going to be under leveled because I'm a POS 5, and Owen does play like a POS 5, so he just makes sure he gets the most useful spell ever and doesn't just focus on the lane domination. It looks like he may actually go down here. Pops the 1, just walks into the anchor smash. Veteran trying to get a kill, but Tide is a very hard target to kill. You just don't have the damage. Now you do, because the dagger has a nice bit of base damage on it, and obviously can't be reduced by the Kraken shell. I don't think, anyway. And so we'll get the kill there. So worth it. Completely worth it. Meteor Hammer, but it didn't land. But already Meteor Hammer, 10 minutes in. It's quite nice. Actually, it is a usual time to get it. Ollie is chasing the Phoenix because they managed to find a kill. Top net worth is actually Veteran. He did just die in the top lane, but he's still top net worth, which is good because he wants to build Battle Fury on the PA. Tied in second place. Ollie is not that far behind the Invoker. Juggernaut, I thought he'd be doing better than that. Nat manages to find a kill onto Wobber. Yep, that Meteor Hammer got immediately cancelled. Thunderstrike to the face. Ether Shot. No. Yes, I was like, he's not going to do it. No, he wanted to make sure he got the last hit, which is very important when you're playing a support. Go, whoopsie daisy, I needed the farm.
Yep, nice gank from Nathan again.
Yep. Have you seen the mana cost on Hex? It starts at 70 and ends up at 190. Like, what is that?
That's quite a scale.
That's quite a scale.
I wonder what it's going to max. I think you stop getting ether shock points at this point. I think you need the lockdown as a shaman.
Yeah, unless you're trying to farm camps, but it's not usually what you do. No, he's just walking to 3 heroes. And I feel like he's in trouble. He's definitely getting Meteor Hammered in the head now. There you go, Meteor Hammer. He gets the Hex, but he doesn't Hex the right target. Yeah, you're dead. Burns to death. I mean, Meteor Hammer does 690 damage. It's like a rank 4 Dagon, which is absurd.
Yeah.
Very strange.
People really laughed at that item when it first came out as well.
It's so good. It's like the best item ever in Dota.
I don't think they changed it that much either, like to make it that much.
They nerfed it slightly at the last patch, or last time it was changed, but it's still a very good item. Trying to get a kill on Veteran. Veteran is fine. Veteran's level 9 as well. He is keeping up with the mid here. 2 points on Juggernaut. 2 levels anyway. Oh, and OD drops the hammer, gets a kill. I didn't realize Juggernaut got nerfed at some point to his crit is only 180% now. I thought it was always 200, but actually, no, it's slightly worse than I thought. Looks like we've got another gank going up here. Who is sitting in that imprisonment? Is it the Invoker? But the Invoker doesn't get hit because he's leveled up the Astral and he's got the timing a little bit wrong. We've got the Ravage. Ravage goes in and hits all 4 heroes, but there's almost no follow-up. In fact, there is no follow-up. Ollie just turns around. He's gone for Medallion, which is an... Okay, Astral. Astral's fine, because Astral's 360 magic damage. So that is going to be enough to get the kill. He gets trapped into the ward, so Owen's gone a little bit too under the tower. Does use the 1 to try and keep himself alive. Kinetic field is going to go down. Brex pops the egg, but there's no follow-up. Sunstrike? No, not going to land. It was a guessed Sunstrike. And then Jabaitma will just farm, but he's only level 7. You have a level 10 PA who's very close. Well, I'd not say very close, getting pretty close to Battle Fury. Definitely the highest net worth anyway.
The Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself. What a brave.
Oh, and they were going. Doi just engaging, but Ollie is being very patient, waiting from behind. He's actually going for Nat. Sees Nat, kills him in like two seconds. Nat does manage to get off in time, but then Ollie brought his own dust. However, they managed to get the kill onto Juju. And Brex, his laser will be cancelled. Ollie still looking for some more kills. It's very interesting going for Medallion first when you're playing a mid-clink. So I would have thought you just go Deso. You don't think?
Yeah.
But
I
going
think,
your own Solar Crest is quite odd. I mean, he gets the kill there.
Gives you some better stats for yourself. I think with the Solar Crest,
Yeah.
tankier.
1.5 mana regen coming out from Medallion is actually quite useful. He's also got a Soul Ring.
Yeah.
You don't
I
have
don't
much,
hate it. I think it's fine.
You don't have much health regen. You do when you're standing in the river, thanks to Ocean Hearts. But it's just, I just feel like rushing Solar's a bit odd because when you're playing Clinks as a core, wouldn't you just... Oh, they do have detection here, but unfortunately you're going to be brought down, Kinder. I mean, Ollie, I can't fault him. He is doing so well, and I'm sure there's a method to his madness. 5 minus armor from Medallion, which is very cheap. You get -8 from Solar Crest, which is more than you're going to get from building Deso. But obviously, you don't get much attack damage from Solar Crest. I mean, Solar Crest is nearly 4,000 gold. In fact, it costs more than a Deso. You get 10 damage because of the 10 attributes versus 55. But more minus armor, mana regen, move speed, armor. I don't know. I still feel like Deso's maybe better, but
maybe.
But anyway, it's okay. Solar Crest has more utility. It's got more minus armor, and in the end, maybe Ollie's thinking, well, the real carry this game isn't me, right? I'm there to do the early game. The real carry is PA. So let me get the Medallion so I can get the minus armor up quicker. I can get more kills, and then Solar Crest is going to help my PA in the late game. So okay, it makes sense. It's intelligent. I'm guessing he could go Orchid next if he wants to, but he may just go BKB into Scythe. We'll see.
And maybe it's just that they didn't want a double Deso, so they went for the...
Yeah, that's probably it, actually. That taking a lot of damage. Fires out a Deafening Blast. I think that's probably it. They want to max their minus armor for the late game, whereas you don't get that if you have 2 Desos, do you?
Because now, as soon as this PA gets Deso, they have an absurd amount of minus armor.
Yeah,
which is,
that's it.
Pretty scary.
That's got to be it. They want to maximize it for the late game. Yeah. Cool. So, Dire have the lead at the moment, 3,000 gold. Ollie had a bit of a rough start in lane. It looked a bit hard for him, and then started doing really well. Looks like Jabema managed to find a kill onto Owen, but he did commit his Omni Slash for that. Now, Nat is in trouble. He does have the minus 2,000 gold, but Wobber, he actually doesn't even use... Oh, the Ravager comes out. Is it going to be enough? Do you have the egg as well? They're actually going to pop the egg. This is a really good positioning of the egg. You do have the Hex. Wobber's going to be brought down, but... They only get Wobber flat. They did have to drop both Ravage and Supernova. Now,
I think they used Ravage because they were sat behind that, and it looked like they were almost expecting him to get gone on, but they just didn't. They weren't expecting maybe him to die that quickly because they literally couldn't get to him in time. To stop
I liked what Wobber did. He didn't even try to use his Vendetta attack. He was like, we just need the stun. And then Deutsch does manage to find a courier kill. Breck's healing him up, but he is taking so much damage. Even with rank 3 Anchor Smash, Ollie does so much damage. He's got the full Solar Crest. Owen does not walk that way, so Sunstrike will not kill him. Owen with his famous infused raindrops.
Good items.
Yeah, the Solar Crest does make Ollie very tanky, because before he activates it, he gets 8 extra armor. I'm not entirely sure that Meteor Deafening Blast was for, because there's no one there. Maybe he's starting to see
quite a hard
things.
hero with this Death Pact and the Solar Crest. Like he's
he's tanky. 70% bonus health from stealing it from eating a creep.
Oh, Nat in
Oh
trouble
no,
again.
they brought him back. He's popped
really
Alacrity, but I can't see any way he escapes this. They don't have Supernova. Kinder is holding Ollie in place, but in fact he's going to die both as a support. Wobber gets the Vendetta as a last hit off. Yeah, Fluffy Hat is pretty good. Owen drops the ult on his head just in case. Takes very little damage from the Gush thanks to his raindrop. I think Doid's in a little bit of trouble. Kinder gets yoinked a fair bit back. Out comes the Meteor Hammer. This time will be perfectly timed. Doid immediately purges it off, like absolutely instantly. And Ollie actually does manage to find a kill. Doid is still alive. Purges off something else.
Wow, his purge timings there were immaculate.
Yeah, you don't really get much control, do you?
Gone.
But still, yeah. How do you have a lot of health regen on this hero? Thanks. Where's it coming from? Do you get health regen from Death Pact, or like why has he got 7.1?
Quite a lot of strength.
I guess not really.
With the Solar Crest and the Soul Ring.
It's a lot of health regen though. I feel like way more than I was expecting. But anyway, yeah, I guess it's because he's level 15. So that's fair enough. Obviously, you go for the damage talents as much as possible. But the Dire, they do have a pretty solid lead now. And we were talking about how Ollie played Clinks. He looks like he was struggling in the matchup. He is now 7-0, and I like the Solar Crest. And I talked about, will he go BKB Scythe? He actually is going Scythe. I'm a massive fan of Clink Scythe. And I like that he's building a utility. Clinks, he's so far ahead. He realizes, I don't need to just build pure core. I don't need to get, you know, my shard, my aghanims, whatever. Yeah, just scythe.
The damage is coming out of the jungle in 5 minutes.
Yeah, Battle Fury and nearly the full Deso already. They will both have to go BKB eventually. But by then it may be too late because the Deso Solar Crest combo is going to hurt. It's going to really,
they're
really
going to have
badly.
to play some big fights in order to win this game. But that's the combo. That's the Ravage Egg, you know, Invoker plays. So I still think it's far from
true.
over, as it were.
Look at the engage from the Dire. You've got Nyx's Disruptor, right? But then you're going to have a Scythe from the Clink, so you can lock down anyone you want. And you can kill that Invoker straight away. You do have Battle Fury as well on the Juggernaut, but he's about 3,000 gold behind the TA. Going for the spin straight away. Owen is just trying to kite. Owen, raindrop. There comes the Ravage. Ravage does hit 3 targets, but they've already got 1 kill. The Omnislash will find a kill on Wobber eventually. Kinder is going down to Juju. Ollie is still at large, and here comes Veteran into the fight. Brex having to dip away. Brex does have his ultimate. He may have to commit it. Nice Fire Spirit that goes onto Veteran. The fight is still raging. Juju drops his ult, but I don't think it hits anyone. He gets trapped in, going to keep himself alive, but now Veteran goes in. He's like, yeah, I'm ready to fight. Doge gets taken down straight away. Can they hit the egg? Yes, they can. Ollie hits it pretty quickly, and he can pretty much circuit. No, he can't. He didn't actually get it. Why did he stop attacking?
That was a taunt. It was like a, I don't have to kill it yet.
Oh, but then he still gets the kill. If that was BM from Ollie, that was next level.
BM. That was BM.
Ollie.
I think he still meant to kill it before it exploded.
But still.
But yeah.
That's pretty
I think
hilarious.
it's, with the Phoenix cosmetic, it's kind of hard to tell when it's gonna go off.
Is he got the? He doesn't have the stupid pyramid one though. I don't like that one.
No, but like instead of the one, like the basic one, right? It goes down, and when it hits the ground, you know it's going off. But anything where it's going up, it's really hard to tell.
Look at the net worth as well. Sunspec comes in, but I think it's a little bit too late. You've got 11,000 on Clinks and nearly 11,000 on this Phantom Assassin. Phantom Assassin is obviously going for BKB. Went for a casual Morbid Mask first. I hope going for BKB. May actually not be going for BKB at all. So
we haven't had a fight with Invoker in it yet, though. In the last 3, like any form of engagements, the Invoker has instantly died.
Oh no, he's been caught out of place. And now Ollie kills him in like 3 hits with the double damage rune. Fresh Dark Pact. And that's a Dark Pact at max rank now, so giving him a lot of damage. Doid, he gets trapped in the kinetic field and the static storm. So we did talk about that being against Tide.
Yeah.
Ollie is hitting so hard. And the funny thing is, look how much damage Ollie's got. Even with, you know, Death Pact, right? Which he's going to use on top of the double damage rune. He's going to use that now. He's got about 300 damage. 370 damage or so. He's not even bought a damage item. He's got Treads, he's got a Solar Crest, and he's got a Void Stone. And this is how hard he's hitting. Imagine if he did rush Deso. He doesn't even need it, though. Scythe he can afford. So he's going to go pick that up. And Veteran is going for BKB. Of course, that's good. Invoker is trying to rush Aghanims. Very, very close to it. Will the Ravage Cataclysm save the day? That is the question.
Going for the Scythe? Or he is? I don't know. Oh, he is. Okay, he just queued something else up for a second.
Helmet the Dominator too. Which I don't know why. I think he's building it for the meme now because it's a pretty rubbish item, all things considered. All it does is let you control an ancient creep.
Yeah.
Which is not usually that useful, and it is such an expensive item. Like, look at it. It's 6,000 gold. It gives 20 to all stats and 8 armor, fine. But it doesn't do a lot. I guess you get a 425 move speed unit with 1800 max HP. It gives the unit some stats. Oh, yeah, right. I guess it's... oh, okay. Does it work with Clinks? Oh, yeah. It's the Clinks. You dominate a creep. But you can't eat your own creeps, can you? Or can you?
Okay.
Veteran's going in. Look how quick that was. Out comes the Cataclysm. There's a... It done a lot of damage. Instantly killed him. But he did have the Aegis. So he blinks away. Owen, he just drops his ult. Actually manages to stop Kinder. Jamemo's going for a spin, but does not have the shard. Okay, it did manage to instantly kill Veteran. Fair enough. But then they glimpse him back. And then he goes immediately empty Omnislash to cancel it. Wobble will be brought down, but now Jamemo does not have Omnislash anymore. And Veteran is going in on him. Hammer is dropped. Does a lot of damage to Doige. Doige is going to go down too. In the end, they only managed to kill Wobber, and they lost their entire team there.
Yeah, I think as soon as they dropped the combo and they didn't get any, they got the Aegis. They had to really disengage as hard as possible.
Wait, okay? I think the reason why people have Dominator 2 is you can eat friendly creeps, can't you? So Helm of the Dominator 1 gives a creep 1000 HP. Helm of the Dominator 2 gives a creep 1800 HP.
So you pick up the biggest ancient you can find.
Well, no, it doesn't even need to be an ancient because you can't eat ancients. So you take any creep, give it 1800 HP, then that gives you 1800 HP. And what's 12% of 1800? What's 12 times 18? That sort of number. Like
a lot.
Over 200 damage, right?
Yeah.
Which is a lot of damage. And also, you get the stats from Helm of the Dominator. You can also use the creep if you want to. He does have a Death Pact talent, so it goes up another 50 and 5%, which means you're getting over 2,300. How much would you get? 2,700 HP? That's a lot of HP to give one hero. I mean, he's already got... Look how high his health is anyway with Death Pact on... that's 950 health he's getting currently. And that's about to be doubled, that bonus. He has a Scythe of Vice as well, so yeah, he's building tanky, but this is a Clinks you will not be able to take down. I feel like at some point he should, yeah, maybe pick up his Ag Shard. I think Clinks' Ag Shard is pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Anyway, he's level 20.
It's better when you've got the Desert, though, because that's what the Burning Armies apply, right?
Yeah, they just attack. Nat is only level 14. Level 14 Invoker is quite low, and there's level 20 Clinks in the game. He is struggling on this Invoker. He does have the Cataclysm, which could be used to get kills. Ravage isn't out for 12 seconds. He may be taken down by Nyx. Nyx goes in for the Impale. Doesn't quite land it. Ollie has found your bait mail, but I don't think you're killing a Juggernaut. Yes, you are, because you have Scythe of Vice, waiting for a TP in.
Yeah, he's very dead.
Hex, 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 Hex. Hex, there we go. Is it? Sanj and Yasha, actually. To the rescue. Never mind.
Yeah,
the kill will be there. Sanj and Yasha definitely helping, but not quite enough. You've got BKB pretty close on Veteran. Ollie doesn't feel like he needs BKB because he's so tanky. He is going Helm of the Dominator now. And then he will go Helm of the Dominator too. That item's almost made for Clinks, I guess. I mean, who else buys it? Maybe a Chen who's doing too well for his own good.
It feels like one of those items they shoved in the game and it's like, oh, when it gets to 90 minutes and you're like, oh, I've still got my helm on.
A better helm, yeah, here we go.
Okay, I'll just upgrade it.
Yeah, maybe IO, core IO could build it.
Wind Waker as well, you know? You're like,
Wind Waker has
80 minutes in. No one buys it.
I saw a game where a pro team built it very quick, like first item, because they were trying to use it like, you can deny some abilities there, like you can cancel a Necrophos ult, for example, if you don't have a hero with save. So there's a few niche uses.
Underused.
Well, it's the most expensive item in the game, I think, apart from maybe Dagon 5. So
I don't know how much Dagon 5 costs. I never buy it.
Like 8,000 gold.
Yeah. Okay. It's actually only 800 cheaper than a Dagon 5.
And
so you can pretty much have a Dagon 5 for the same.
But it gives you very, very bad stats. The movement in the tornado is quite fun because you can go up cliffs with it, which is nice for escape.
50 movement speed isn't that bad.
Yeah, but for the cost, like you're already getting half that from Yules. Okay, they've broken the smoke. Juju will just walk away. Oh, out comes the Ravage. Ravage Cataclysm is going to get a kill. Juju doesn't even die. Very close. And Nat gets almost immediately taken down by Veteran. They already conveniently had a sentry here. Kinder realizes he has to go. Dies to Wobber. Out comes the Omni Slash. Again, just cancelled by Blur. We talked about this counter in the picking phase. 2 buybacks come out from the Radiant. Yes, they did manage to take down Juju, but was it worth 2 buybacks? Probably not, because they're still at large. And Veteran does not have Aegis. Has to be careful. Where is Ollie, though? Ollie is no way near. He is just farming. And if he was in this fight, he definitely would do some damage. Wobbler's in a bit of trouble here. Does manage to get a 4-man stun. Who needs Ravage when you've got Impale? But okay, he will still go down. Veteran is actually just manning up, but I think he's got to be a little bit careful. Healing Ward is used. Ollie is now in the fight. And he's thinking, who do I kill? He's got the Scythe. I'm going to back off. No, Ollie, be careful, please.
Yeah, he knows there's detection likely on that cliff.
Probably. And there is. He suspects it. So, I mean, the Radiant did have to use some buybacks for that, so they barely won the exchange there. They did just, which is nice. Veteran is just farming the Serpent Wards, but he has to be careful because he can easily get gone on here. In fact, he will straight away. BKB is used. Is he just going to TP out? No, he's going to try and get a kill. Realizes there's a Ghost Scepter. So it's just going to back up. The hammer is dropped. Doesn't quite kill Kinder because the Ghost Scepter ran out. He has got the Armour Corruption talent now. They managed to bring someone back. He doesn't have the Blade Fury yet. Almost. It's spin. There we go. Veteran does manage to get the kill. Meteor Hammer lands on Doge's head, does get perched. They do get a kill on Veteran. That's a pretty big kill. Lots of healing coming out from Brex, keeping Doge alive. Juju could turn around and probably kill Doge. He's got a lot of pure damage. Ollie is here. One auto attack. Gets a death pact on the way. Stun onto Nat. Hex onto Brex. Brex will immediately die. Nat, keeping himself alive, does have a tornado, which he's going to use straight away. Does manage the 3-man tornado with the deafening, not the deafening blast, the cataclysm. Manages to instantly kill Juju yet again. But they did have time to move out. And so he will only get 1 kill for his death. That's another buyback coming out from Brex. Buybacks are just flying in from the Radiant team, but they've lost most of them. I think they may just go for them. Helm 2?
200 health.
So 1800 health, 216 damage.
Well, he's got 50 armor. How do you kill this Clint?
You've got 8 armor from Solar Crest, 8 armor from Helm of the Dominator. You've also got Treads. You're also an Agi hero. Minus 10 second strafe cooldown he went for, which I think is good. Yeah, 216 damage is a lot, especially because Helm gives some of its own stats as well, like 20 to all action.
Oh, yeah. And every 10 seconds, he's got 100% evasion from ranged attacks. Kill this Clinks, I dare you.
Yeah, how are you going to stop him? I feel like they could have maybe pushed their advantage a little bit more. They did see the Radiant team respawning. Roche is 1 minute left. Dire have still 2 of their tier 1 towers remaining. So they're in a very comfortable spot. You've got this PA who's level 20, went for the Armor Corruption talent, has the BKB, is pretty near Abyssal Blade, already has Basher. So, you know, if you're trying to kill Clinks, then what do you do about the PA? But you kill the PA, you haven't dealt with the Clinks. He's got 4,000 HP. He can pretty much go into the team by himself. You've got a bit of percentage damage coming out from Sunray, which does help.
This should make my life easier.
But still.
Yeah.
GG, you're about to tank the gank yet again. Breaking all the trees, not maybe what you wanted to do. You do have 2 charges of Astral. He's just going to buy time for his team. Astral's himself again. Static Storm doesn't actually get anyone. Doge does have Ravage. Ravage Cataclysm is ready to go. Ultimates come out. And Wobber's keeping himself alive. They don't quite land on Veteran. Enough of them actually do land. Wobber has gone down, but Veteran, he's still okay. Out comes the Egg. The Egg will get a nice stun. Of course, the stun is BKB piercing, but Ollie, he's still strong. He's just lost his Helm of the Dominator. He needs to Helm of the Dominator something quickly, but he doesn't. He should have Helm before he used the Death Pact. Juju's going to be taken down by Debate now. Or very close to. Juju actually turns around and just gets in time. Channeling the Meteor Hammer, that's quite bold, so the Jug will run away. In fact, the Radiant still ended up losing that fight, I'd say, because Veteran did manage to find a kill on Nat, and Nat now has the Midas just ready, but unable to be used.
And he killed the crab.
So another win for the Dire, but what other Dire are going to do with it? They could just take Roche, which I think is a good idea. Yeah, you've got Owen taking Roche by himself. Maybe not the best hero to solo Roche. Probably needs Ollie to come help him. Ollie can't wait for level 25. He needs the Helm of the Dominator something. The point of Helm of the Dominator 2 is you don't even need to use it on a creep that has lots of HP, because it just lets you...
it sets it to its cap anyway, right?
There you go. He set it now.
He just runs it to the...
He also gives it some more stats, I think. 12 health regen, 4 mana regen, 25 damage, 4 armor. It's still not a very strong creep. It's much better that Ollie eats it. There we go. Big damage for Ollie. 216 bonus damage. All of his bonus damage is coming from that now.
Oh, wow.
Aegis goes on Veteran. Ollie decides, I'm never dying anyway. I mean, Ollie literally hasn't died. He's 15-0 this game. Unstoppable monster. If they kill him, they probably get 10k gold. He does have the Ag Shard now, which is good. He's also got Enchanted Quiver. So that first hit is going to hit very hard. Also helps for killing towers, because you get every now and then a massive attack. High attack range. Oh, there goes the Hex onto Ollie. Sunray does a fair bit of damage to him. He does have 20 health regen and a Scythe. You don't have Ravage as well. This is a really good time to push a tower. Push a tower when there's no Ravage.
30 seconds, yeah.
They do have Glyph. The tower's already going down pretty quick. Ollie's just getting loads of skeletons ready to go. Stealing mana on Juji. He's ready to go.
He's not taking talents on Invoker. Is that just the done thing?
Yeah.
Are they that bad?
Well, you need to level up your orbs. Like, more. So...
They look like nice talents.
40% Chaos Meteor, pretty good. Yeah.
Yes.
The level 15 ones are not really worth it. They're pretty rubbish. But the level 20 ones are okay. Usually level 20 is the first talent you take. But you can take the meter one if you want. They do have Ravage, but there's no Cataclysm. The cheese is used by Juju, so Juju will be okay. Veteran, he is going in hard. He's trying to kill Nat, but he does manage to get the kill. And Wobber will find a kill also on Debate now. Oh, Kinder Surprise, sorry. Veteran, they cannot bring him down, but he's got the Aegis anyway. This is almost a full team wipe. Here comes the full Omni Slash, but there's Ghost Scepter. Some of it's being tanked. He gets hexed. He's going to go down. Absolute domination from the Dire, and that is going to be the GG.
Wow.
Very good game. I mean, Ollie had a fantastic cleanse game. Absolutely dominating.
It's great, thanks.
And there it is. I mean, he started off looking like he was slightly behind in lane. And you saw it was very, very close. In fact, Nat is more farmed in the early game, but then you just see him ascend into the heavens and never stop. And in fact, his farm was almost exactly the same as PA's the whole way through.
Yeah,
those two were just, they were just dominating. Ollie on the kills and never dying, and Veteran managed to just get the farm, 340 last hits in a 33-minute game, so he had good farm. And when it comes to damage dealt, very close. In fact, Juju has nearly done the same damage as Ollie, and slightly more than PA even. So can't forget about him.
Like the Disruptor as well, worked well.
Fantastic Disruptor and Nyx plays. Owen really playing that pos 5 role properly, and Wobber getting a lot of good kills and creating some nice disruption. Yeah, really good stun. If there was a stun duration column, we'd be looking at that, and that would be pretty high as well. The combo with Aghanims and Tidehunter Ravage, it's strong, but it doesn't auto win a team fight. You still need some follow-up damage, and they just didn't have any follow-up damage. Not enough anyway. Yeah, they were very far behind. So well played by